Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm here with some more goblins today. We got this Vialless build still going strong. I know it's been a little while since the last video. Just been kind of playing off camera and figuring out what I want to do because there's a showcase coming up this weekend that I think I actually can play in, so I kind of want to get some testing in for that. I've made two small changes, otherwise the list has basically just been the same. I cut the Mog Fanatic for Gempalm Incinerator, because curve has not really been an issue. And I want something like a more substantial removal spell. And I'm also starting to see some decks that play things that you want to kill, but you don't really want to spend a card killing. So like probably the easiest example would be like Thundertrap Trainer. Things that get value on ETB that you need to get out of the way or you need to remove because you don't want them to have creatures in play. Gempalm's good for that. And also just having more, effective removal that can be cast off of red mana only is nice with like your Howlsquads and Prospectors and that sort of thing. And the sideboard, I'm trying, I kind of suspect this is wrong, but I just want to test it just to make sure, is that I have a Snuff Out over the Dismember. Obviously, missing black creatures means it doesn't kill Baragoyf, which was actually the initial reason why I included Dismember. But I think with the Hearse build, Goyfs are a lot less of an issue. So Snuff Out hitting Murktide sounded appealing, and also some, good. It's really good against Nadu. So that Nadu Painter 0 mana versus 1 mana is pretty noticeable. But I think the main issue is going to be the fact that I don't have that many swamps in the deck. I have effectively, 10? 9, yeah. 9 is not a lot. 9 is not a lot. So we'll see if this is castable, if it just gets stuck in my hand a bunch. Cut and bring back the Dismember or just do something else. So there's the showcase. I do have enough QPs, and I think I'm free on Sunday. I came really close to another trophy with this build. I kind of choked the final match against Delver, where I had a pretty cool line actually, where I was on the draw and I played turn 1 Impulsive Pilferer, and then I was going to go Tomb, Skirk, sack Pilferer for red, make a treasure, cast Howlsquad Heavy, and still be around Daze the whole time. And then for some reason I cast my Skirk before playing my Ancient Tomb, and my Skirk got dazed, and then I got time walked and died very easily. And then game 2 I had a lethal Hearse. It was like a 12/12 Hearse. I hit them once, they were at 8, and I just needed any 2-power creature for... I needed any 2-power creature or a 4th land for like 5 turns, and I had none of those. And I got Wastelanded 3 times. Stared at Sling-Gang in my hand. It was rough. This hand. This hand, huh? This hand needs a Prospector pretty badly. I think we can do better. Like, we can't activate the Battle Cry. Can't cast the Expert, can't cast Muxus. Can't really use the Wasteland. Yeah, this is better. What if I put back Lackey here? Nah, I guess I'll put back Pilferer. A little awkward if I draw a black card. Okay, opponent's going to 5. The problem with putting back Lackey is just like if you draw Matron or Muxus, you feel really stupid. Or Ringleader. Not the best Goblin Lackey I've ever seen, but let's see. Okay. land is not what we want. We've got some time here, potentially. Maybe I could have put back the Ancient Tomb. That also seems bad for similar draws. Thoughtseize, Netherglyph. Okay. All right, so it's blue-black. Tempo. Bolt that out of the way. Not the best offense ever. Okay. No Tameo is pretty big. So I'm looking for a Bombardiers, Matron, Ringleader, Sling-Gang, Battle Cry. Hordemaster is actually pretty good. I think most of my deck is pretty live here. Even Hearse is not bad. They missed land. So now Wasteland probably wins the game. I'm gonna keep that. But I kind of want to play around Force of Will. It does give up 3 damage. I think playing around Force of Will makes sense here. They very easily could have brainstormed into Force, so have drawn Force in the last draw step. Okay, cool. Yeah, just Pilfer. Alright, got a little lucky there. So I think we want these 6. Cut Lackeys. Cratermaker. And I guess it's Ringleader. Or Muxus. Kind of go back and forth on which is worse. If I'm going to 26 Goblins, I'm on the draw. I think I'll do this. And on the play, change it up a little bit. Don't really like this. This is kind of the same, but put back the Matron. I'll probably draw some lands. Hordemaster can give me some cards, potentially. No 1 mana play is nice for me. Land is good. Not my favorite card. Alright, I'm gonna get exposed to Wasteland kind of no matter what, so I'd rather look for something here. I'll keep a land, I guess. Okay. Interesting. Very passive hand here. That's not bad. We were flooding a little bit. Kind of wish I had a Matron in my hand. Double spell. Battle Cry plus Hordemaster. I think that's probably... Well, okay, am I playing around Bowmaster's Daze or Fatal Push? They could have dazed the hearse. I feel like they don't have daze. And the reason to do it this way would be, okay, makes it harder to, like, more increases the likelihood that I get 2 Hordemaster triggers. Yep. So if my opponent has absolutely nothing, I can attack and kill Tamiyo, but that seems kind of unlikely. Very much wish I had a Matron. Thoughtseize. Push. Sure. Give me something. That's perfect. Hmm. Got a force. That's a bummer. Still, we got like a 3-for-1 off of that Hordemaster. So I just need to not die to this Tamiyo. So if I can draw any creature, really. Awkward. That's so fucking awkward. Alright. Probably dead to Tamiyo now. Bowmasters. Okay. All right. Give me any castable spell, or any goblin, any not 1 mana goblin. Any not 1 mana goblin. Thank you. Whew. That was close. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wouldn't actually kill the Tamiyo, but they'd be locked out under the Chalice from there. That was really close. That was really, really close. Whew. Good start. 2-0 blue-black tempo. It's usually not an easy matchup. But they mulled to 5, and I mean, they didn't have Bowmasters. They had Consign, which is kind of crazy. Bowmaster's creating 2 blockers for Tamiyo. It's like, okay, the plus makes it so you can't really go wide, and then the Bowmasters makes it so you can't just stack a tall threat either. So it just becomes sort of impossible to attack. Hordemaster was really, really, really good. Just basically, it was a 3-for-1. Traded force. Because it drew a card, so it basically was traded for force, blue card, fatal push. This hand... Pun's username looks really familiar. Last seen on Sneak and Show. Cavern Lackey, but not great payoffs. And if it's not that, it's bad. Okay, this is better. I think I'll put back Howlsquad. God damn it. I'm glad I didn't keep the 7. Hordemaster does push Lackey through a Tamiyo plus, though. If they don't have a Brainstorm, this is maybe a bit of a tough call. Because then you can't attack with your Tamiyo. Yep, force, pitch, force, okay. Force negation. I wonder if this is control. Kind of looks like it. Yeah, okay, so this is the control deck. That's a very strong curve. Surveil would be nice here. You know, I'd kind of rather get Lackey bolt or killed with the Flame of Arnor than my Hordemaster. I think that makes sense. It's kind of mana inefficient though. It's worse if they don't have the red source. Okay. Okay. No land. Okay, and the brainstorm locked. So they probably have plow. Land. I do kind of want a fourth land. But only if this matron resolves. It's kind of tricky. I think I'm matroning for expert. Then I can go Hordemaster plus expert. Damn. Force pitch Murktide. All right. Bonder shuffle. Still no land. Howlsquad's not bad. Really trying to play around a Swords to Plowshares. But I'm in a bit of a bind. So now I need to draw another land. Otherwise I die to Tameo. Gempalm Incinerator would be a good draw. That doesn't really do anything. I think I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. It's frustrating. Double force just kept me off. Oh, come on. Just needed one more land there. And then we're fine, actually. Alright. Oh, Fury's good in this matchup. Don't need the hearses. I did see Murktide, but don't want Chalices. Don't really want Cratermaker. And I think I like everything else. And cut a Wasteland. This hand's slow and bad. This hand's pretty good. Keep. Bottom the second Sling-Gang. I kind of want both of them. And just take it a little safer though. Pretty good shot. Lackey does not survive, so. Okay. That's not bad. I kind of wonder if I just hold up Bolt here and I hold back my Battle Cry. Because my opponent goes Cameo Brainstorm. I want the Bolt. If they go Thunder Trap, Reveal Flame, I'll want the Bolt. And I think Surveilling is okay here as a consolation prize. I'd rather play the Battle Cry after I've resolved the Sling-Gang anyway. Hordemaster's pretty good. More bolts. Opponent goes Snap Hydroblast. I think I'll just bolt the Snapcaster out of the way. Okay. If it resolves, this just represents a pretty huge amount of damage. Another Hydro. No. Dress down. Okay. I don't think these decks play Wraths. And I guess playing the Hordemaster plays around a Wrath, actually. Wrath for 2. All right. Well, I get a lot of cards here, potentially. Yeah, how about that one? How about that one? How about that one? I think they're just dead. Ba-boom. Even had 2 bolts in hand at the end. Okay, that felt pretty good. Alright, so Wrathless guys definitely don't want Chalice. I think this is just good. Between Wrath and Flame of Arnor, Chalice is just not going to stick. Plus Prismatic Ending. Even though shutting off Hydroblasts does seem enticing. Alright. Hand's not amazing, but okay. Leading on Volk is kind of suspicious. The deck plays very few non-basics. So I think if you could not do that, you'd prefer to. Oh, okay. And Brainstorm. Well, that sucks for me. Sling-Gang isn't bad. Aren't land light? That's just so surprising to me. Why would you lead on Volcanic if you aren't land light? I'm not sure I understand that. That's fine. Okay, I think I'm just jamming Bombardiers. Bombardiers into Bombardiers. Is that actually worth it? I think that's the only way I don't die to Tameo Ultimate. Okay. I need a Reb or Muxus would be good. Sling-Gang. Unfortunately, have to mill that. Well, die to a force of will. Jeez. Just have it all, I guess. Frustrating loss. I guess Wastelanding on turn 1 cost me the match. I guess what else I could have done is just Matron. Actually, no. I could have played Howlsquad the turn I played the first Bombardier, because the Howlsquad attacks for 1 on the next turn. So I could have a Bombardier right here. Yeah, okay. That was just bad sequencing. But yeah, I guess Wastelanding just was really bad. But it seemed like the right play. Volcanic Island start is really strange for that deck. I hate Tamiyo so much. It's such a bullshit Magic card. They should legend rule themselves. That's what should happen. Oh, just on time. I don't really know why I'm still playing. They have 21 cards in hand. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, alright. Don't waste, I guess. Yeah, really, I started to cast Howlsquad and I stopped myself, but I should have thought about it more, because I was like, oh, I need to deal 1 damage to the Tamiyo now. Because I need to deal damage every turn. But in reality, I could have played the Howlsquad. Next turn, play Bombardiers. They kill the Bombardiers, but I'm still hitting for 1, and I'm still keeping it off ult, I think. Pretty sure. Maybe the math's... Maybe I can't look back because replays are still broken, which sucks. But yeah, I mean, ultimately just goes back to the Wasteland. Even the control decks just like can basically tempo you out, which is really fucked up. Which is why it's not really control. It's just like it's just a Delver. It's a Delver that draws cards and picks up spells and gains 20 life and, you know, kills you on turn 5 or whatever. Feel pretty strongly that Tamiyo's going to get banned. I just don't think it's good for 1-drop to solo games like that. I'm trying to think what else I could have found. If I'd played the Howlsquad, that makes Expert a much better draw. Maybe should have played towards that a bit more. Because I knew my Bombardiers weren't going to live. Just needed to like have one thing in play. Insolver, alright. Sure. This is probably like Blue Painter or something. Roll to 5. Okay. Could like hold up Wasteland for a Surveil land, but I think that's kind of silly. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Delver? That's not good. Don't expect Delver from this guy. I think I'm just waiting to play this Ringleader around a daze. It's Rug. Oh, that's bad for me. I mean, turn Hearse is good against Rug, but now that I'm flooded, it's just like, ugh. Yeah, so giving up the Surveil, play the Beast. Yeah. Playing the Wasteland here might be wrong. But I feel like this is just getting forced every time. Yeah. Played around days. 2 cards. The green doesn't cast anything other than other questing druids. I think I do waste. So they can't like go like DRC plus hold up bolt. Never mind. Bolt me. Only 2 cards left. If I can just draw some spells. Yeah. Matron is pretty good. One card left. If the second card, if the last card's another bolt, this is bad, but But now I can prevent the block. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Kind of an early concession, I feel like. All right, rug. We'll take the Snuff Out, I think. Let's do 2 chalices, maybe. It's hard to fit 3. And they're kind of worse on the draw. Oh, man. This hand's pretty good. No, it's not. Is it? It kind of is. Oh, I want to keep this. It's just really bad against Wasteland. But only if I don't draw a land the next 2 turns, plus the Surveil. Double Lackey on turn 2. This is maybe a stupid keep. Preordain, okay. Bottom. Alright, well, alright, that also makes it simple. Unlucky. Good draws, though. This is a turn 3 Murktide, potentially. Okay. That's best case scenario for me. New Dazing. Okay. So presumably a threat here. No? Okay. Wow. Okay. Very happy with these exchanges. We're now 2 lands ahead. Ancient Tomb on top. I think I'll actually keep that Ancient Tomb. 6 mana lets me double spell. Actually. Okay, I have some regret. Okay, but now 3rd Lackey, and then can get around days here. Or not days. Well, yes, days. Fetching. That's not bad. bolt? No. All right. Let's get the Pashalik into play. Snuff Out does look better than Dismember here. Okay. Okay. Nice. Use Lackey, kill the GRC, hit you for 1, hit you for 4, you're at 10, and lethal next turn. Snuff Out backup. It's pretty solid. I'm going to be a little sad if I lose the 5-0 to losing to Jeskai control, but again, it's not really control, it's like just tempo by other means. Fenrir's Cloud, alright, playing against Infect. Would be good with an Ancient Tomb. That sounds pretty good. Mull to 5. We're facing a lot of mull to 5s today. It's possible that no, I want the second Bombardiers in case I get dazed. Right, nothing on turn 1. That's really good for me. So we could just get to play a clean Bombardiers on 2. So what I want is... Ooh, that's pretty good. If I can draw another red source, then I'll feel a lot safer. Okay. I'll jump on. Really good draw, actually. Snuff Out, very good. I always think about Void Mirror because of Invigorate, but like Invigorate 4 stays is like kind of enough stuff, but not quite. I think I'll bring in 1 Flute for Ink Moth if I have enough slots. Muxus. Battle Cries are at relative weakness in this matchup because you don't really want to tap out. Hordemaster's not amazing. Sling-Gang's not amazing. Can do this. This is good. Saying it's much too slow. Ugh. I think I have to keep this. Just ditch a tomb. It's kind of hard to win if I go to 5. Alright. Land sucks, but you know. No Glistener Alpha is really nice. And no Hierarch. So my best draw is probably Matron. Bombardier is also very good. any of my cheap interactive spells are good. Tundra. Is this not Infect? Okay. Bombardiers connects. Okay. I don't have Muxus, which is kind of awkward. So I guess I just get Ringleader. This might not be the deck I thought it was. Increasingly looking like control. I guess it could be Nadu. Prismatic Vista. Okay, absolutely confirmed not Infect. I'll definitely take another Matron. So I have 6 mana. Don't think my life total matters. This feels like endurance. I think that's okay. Okay, no endurance. I'm gonna probably Matron up Battle Cry. Just have a lot of damage. Have a lot of mana. What's this? Four mana. Am I getting Supreme Verdicted? Tameo. That's fine. I could sandbag this Matron, play Lackey first, Gempalm the Tameo around removal. If he flips the Tameo, then it just dies in combat. That's pretty good. I'll play that. Sure. Really glad I didn't run my Matron into that. Wrath for 5. Sure. Let me just get Battle Cry. For Xaxes. Alright. It's been a pretty smooth league aside from that one kind of fumble. Forgetting what round 1 was. Oh, blue-black. Blue-black tempo, Jeskai Wizards, Rug Delver, Bant Control. Okay. Alright, final round. Holly, wow. We've played against three people I know. Obviously can't keep this against lands. This hand's okay. Not thrilled with it, considering how bad it is against Wasteland on the 1 tomb, but keep this and bottom. I know Ali plays Reclaimers, so I kind of want to do this and keep my Bolt. Actually, Battle Cry might be worse than Hordemaster. Probably not going to have the mana. Second Matron's not bad. Ali has knocked me out of a couple high-level events. Interesting. There's a Wasteland that's going to kill me. Yeah. Loam, back the Wasteland. Yeah, that was a very strong Surveil. And Natural Tabernacle, as is tradition. I think I'm just dead in that particular sequence. I guess I could draw Hearse. Alright, at least it's a land. Maze. Alright, we're drawing pretty well. Is now the time to play the tomb. I get Wastelanded. I pay. No, I don't think quite yet. Let's play Hordemaster. Get all my basics. Saga's kind of a problem. Hearse is good. Doesn't Wasteland me? Odd. That's very odd. Not sure what happened. Yeah, me too. It's a good draw. All right, I gotta win this game as soon as possible. What's the best way to do that? If I get Wastelanded, sack. I can't Muxus. I could get Pilferer here. Pilferer's kind of sick. But is that too dirtily? Howlsquad plus Hordemaster is a lot of damage. And I have another Matron in hand. This Tabernacle's just slowing me down quite a lot. So Badlands, Pilferer, sack it for red, Bolt, this Construct token, hit for 1. Next turn, get Wastelanded, pay for things. That doesn't seem very good. Okay. I think Broadside is my main weapon here. I think max speed might take a little bit too long. I can't take too long or else I'm going to get Marrow Aged. I do lose a Surveil here. I think that's okay. And if Saga gets Needle, I'll consider that a win. Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. So, keep more mana open, but I think this is fine. Okay. Pilfer, solid. Mill to Wasteland sucks for me. Could Cratermaker that needle. I do have Muxus mana. Use the Wasteland. And I do have Skirk. I think I just get Muxus now. Because I can... Yeah. I think it's somewhat safe to get Muxus here. Opponent has to Wasteland me. Okay. Sphere. Sure. That is mildly annoying, but should be fine. So sack Matron, pay first, Skirk. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. So it is Muxus with no mana floating unless I draw a land. But I think that's still worth it. Mill Ringleader. Okay. Don't pay for that. Am I doing this math right? Pay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So yes. Yes. Draw a land, please. Nope. Let's crew just in case. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. So we'll use the goblin tokens to crew the hearse. And then sacrifice them. And pay for everybody else. One, two, three, four, 5. Best draw is Wasteland, so I could finally get rid of this maze. Okay, another tomb is actually not bad. Is there any chance my opponent blocks the Sling-Gang? Probably, maybe. If you have like crop for another maze. As it stands, you're taking 4. Okay. All right, got a little lucky. I think he like F6'd his turn or something. Don't need these experts. Chalice, I always think is kind of interesting against lands. Cutting off crop rotation is kind of awesome. Could cut these bolts. Just bring in the 1 Chalice. I think that's fine. Don't want to have too many artifacts and get weak to Force of Vigor, but 5 is an acceptable number because it means you're unlikely to get 2 for 1 or 2 for 2 rather. You can see the clock differential just from Tabernacle. He must have had a weird hand. Maybe it was like more spheres. All right, this hand doesn't have a 1-drop or kind of anything. Okay. I think bottom the Sling-Gang. I'm just gonna ride out Battle Cry. Just not my favorite strategy. Because this deck's pretty good at making you tap out. Island map. Alright. This is a weird lands build, but Ollie always plays kind of weird lands build. Alright. Might have to hold up Wasteland next turn rather than play my Battle Cry. Saga. Tabernacle. I'm actually pretty good against the Tabernacle. May Matron's pretty good. Maybe I will start holding up Wasteland. Flute. Tapped out of green. Faerie Macabre. Oh, I didn't realize you had a land drop. That was pretty terrible. That was pretty terrible. And a maze. Milled the needle, which is kind of nice for me. Yeah, so Wasteland, maze in hand. I need to draw. What do I need to draw? All right, more basics aren't bad. If I play Mountain Matron, sacking Prospector. Let's just do this. We do have 2 tombs. So I can get a 3-drop uncontested. I think I just get Howlsquad. Howlsquad will help me outpace the Tabernacle. I do give up my Prospector into a construct to do that, but I think that's okay. Not if he plays the maze. That might have been poorly thought out. Didn't dredge. Wasteland me. Maze. Yeah, this would be better as a Bombardiers. So I get Wastelanded. Pay for Tabernacle. Oh, and a Crop Rot? That probably kills me. That seems kind of redundant. You already have a Wasteland. Seiju. You have a Maya. Even another Loam? No, okay. Alright, I'm gonna pretty swiftly be out of stuff. Okay, that's important. I think I'm dead. I think getting Bombardiers may have potentially won me this game. Alright, another... I think I'm fine to concede. Yeah, okay. Don't think I want to change anything. I think I just needed to, I needed to not fire off my Wasteland. I needed the Flute to... because having the extra mana in play would have been good. Alright, seems pretty good. I didn't realize there was still a land drop remaining. Just kind of jumped the gun. I'd also like to not get natural tabernacled on turn 1. Twice. Or 3 times. Hers is pretty good. Crop Rot for Maze. Blue Elemental Blast. Don't really expect lands to have Blue Elemental Blast. Draw Step. Oh, Draw Step Crop Rot for Saga. You can make constructs immediately. That's pretty smart. And the land. Talk about a perfect hand. Holy cow. Probably should hit Beseiju there. Tomb? If I can draw a land, I think I'll be okay. Opponent has no cards in hand. It's pretty all in. another construct. Let's do this now. Well, now I can just kill a construct, even if I don't draw land. Just Bombardiers throw. Ugh, worst draw in my deck. Give me a land. Give me a land. Thank you. I'm gonna get Cratermaker. Kind of want to blow up that Mox Diamond. If I throw, you go to 11, 9. Maybe I should just got Bombardiers. Yeah, I just don't care about the construct. Yeah. Four plus fives. I want to play around Tabernacle. Play around it. Discards the Tabernacle. GG's. Whew. Oh man, beating Ali is not easy. Not easy at all. Alright, very, very happy with that. Another awesome 4-1. This list is great. This deck list is really great. Even, you know, another could have been a 5-0. I just kind of got jumped on my Wasteland and lost to a really strong turn 1 Tameo into Brainstorm. And I was just a beat behind the whole game because I Wastelanded. I wonder if that was bait or if they just were land light and then just drew out. Could have been either way. I'm not sure. The Snuff Out, I drew it versus Delver, and I was really happy that it was Snuff Out and not Dismember. Which is, I think, kind of interesting. That could be... That's a good sign, I think. So I think I'll keep that, and maybe I'll play it in the showcase. Let's crack a chest here. Hellkite Charger. Mutation Knight's Reach. It's a cool card. Might of Oaks. All right, nothing good. That's all right. Battle Cry didn't do a ton this league, but everything else showed up. Gempalm showed up in kind of exactly the spot that you want it, where it's like. Actually, it was even better than I thought it was going to be because my opponent had a Hydroblast, and I got to kill Tamiyo around Hydroblast, which was sweet. Yeah, thank you all for watching. Oh, I should say there's a sideboard guide for this list with the Fanatic and the Dismember, but still basically the same. That is now on the Patreon, so please check out that Patreon. $5 to sign up. It's got, I think, 8 or 9 matchups on there right now, and I'm gonna add a couple more. And I'm kind of halfway through writing an article about basically all the changes I made to Goblins, why this build fundamentally doesn't want or use Vial very well, and sort of the changes to Goblins that have made the deck less good of a Vial deck, which I think is an interesting distinction. So check that out on the Patreon, coming soon. And thank you all for watching. See you next time.